Hi, hi, and welcome to day three of the awareness campaign about why we human beings suffer. So far, we have discussed a few things. Number one, it is the nature of the mind to continuously pour thoughts, to keep thinking about the past and the future. Number two, you're not your mind, you're not your thoughts. You have a mind, you have been given a mind. You have a body. You're not your mind and you're not your body either. Why do we keep continuously thinking about the past or the future? Because that is the only data which is there within the mind. Whatever has happened in your life, the different kinds of experiences you have had, or the different kinds of anticipation which you can make as far as your imagination can go. That is the future. So that is why the mind always oscillates between the past and the future, always thinking about what happened in the past and trying to figure out or imagine or worry about the future. So past and future, this is the nature of the mind. But have you noticed something very subtle? The mind mostly thinks negatively and less positively. Why does it happen? Because we all have most of the human beings have more of negative things, negative experiences, negative beliefs, negative thoughts from our childhood. Knowingly or unknowingly, we have been conditioned in that way. Knowingly or unknowingly, we have had such experiences. We behaved in such way because we were always uh, taught or conditioned, or we had such kind of examples in our life where we always react and don't respond, where we don't acknowledge our emotions. We just express them in the form of negative way, yelling, screaming, shouting, throwing our pain onto the others and all of that. Okay, now coming back to the main point about the past, the negative thoughts and the suffering. Let us talk about that today. So the most important thing which I was talking about, the subtle thing, is that if we have some good, beautiful, amazing, happy experiences, joyful things in our life, we don't think much about them. The mind doesn't go towards them so much the way it goes to the negative things, because the negative things have had so much of deep seated emotions and expectations, and which could not be fulfilled, and we were emotionally so much connected to them, mentally so much connected to them. We invested our time and money and energy into those things, and then they failed, or something happened, or somebody broke up with you, or somebody could not fulfill your expectation, or whatever has happened. There is a very strong emotion connected with that experience, with those people, with those things. And that is why the mind always goes back to those things. But if you take a little time for yourself and think of some incidents or some experiences or some people where there was no deep emotion, it was only okay, okay kind of a thing, where there was no deeply rooted emotion or connection with those people or things, like you were not completely involved and dedicated. For such things you don't suffer. For such things your mind doesn't go back to those things. It only goes to those places and things where you are deeply connected emotionally, mentally, financially, time wise, energy wise. Have you noticed this? Try to check this after watching this video. Sit for some time and then go to a few experiences. Just introspect a little bit and you will understand that yes, this is the truth. Now, what you have to do about this? Our brain is such a wonderful, miraculous God's gift. We all know that. But it stores a lot of memory from different lifetimes, from different kinds of experiences, childhood. So much of data is there in our brain, also in our body. Now, you can't erase your memory just like that about your past. But what you can do, and the power you have, is you can nullify those emotions. You can transmute those emotions into peace so that even if you have that emotion, you don't feel anything and thus you don't suffer at all. Are you guys getting me? There is an, for example, you have had a bitter friendship or a bad breakup. You were mentally, emotionally, financially, time wise, energy wise, so much invested in that relationship, for example. And then you broke up, and then you are suffering, you're feeling bad because you're missing, and you got addicted to that relationship or that person or the way you used to feel or whatever. So, what is now in your power is that first, you need to nullify that connection of emotion. You need to cut that first. Means you need to heal yourself. Means you need to heal those emotions and let them go. And then what remains is only the memory. And then there is no suffering. Even if you have a memory once in a while, that is okay. But you won't suffer because of that. You will have a memory, okay, fine. So this happened and it's okay. You will come to that state. If you clean those emotions, if you heal yourself, if you transmute those emotions into peace and calmness, then there is no suffering. And you will not be too much of into your mind thinking about that particular incident or that particular experience. But when you don't do it, and you're always like thinking about that experience, you will feel bad because those emotions are there in your body, in your mind, in your heart. Those lingering emotions are still there. Time heals everything, but it doesn't heal the emotions. You need to sit down with them and heal them, clean them, and transmute them into peace so that you can move on in your life happily and peacefully. You need to let them go by cleaning and healing. That is so very important. So it is all about the emotions in the first place. The second thing which we discussed yesterday, you need to be just aware of your thoughts. Okay, now my mind is thinking about this experience, this person, whatever happened. I'm aware of my thoughts. Now, those thoughts can't do anything to you because you're aware. Because awareness is that beautiful divine light which cuts off all negativity. It is so very powerful. As soon as you become aware, okay, this is my thought, I have been thinking this. See how my mind is tricking me into these thoughts. No, but I know that I am not my thoughts, so I don't have to worry. It is the nature of the mind, you know. That's why it's happening. If you come to this stage, it will be so easy for you. And then if you clean your emotions, transmute them into peace, it will be much more easier for you. Okay? Take care. Bye.